Ladies and gentlemen, so today I've had so many questions about my alliance in Marvel Contest of Champions. Seatin, what happened with the alliance? Did you leave? Did you get kicked? Did they finally realize you're a massive scrub and also a garbage tier human being and just not want anything to do with you? And thankfully, ladies and gentlemen, they have not realized that yet, and I'm still part of the family, man. ISO AA for life. However, the next week, I'm going to be away, guys. I'm at Coachella getting drunk for the next week. Quite literally, the title of the alliance here as my temporary home, just to give people, you know, hopefully a very, very clear idea of where I am and what I'm up to at the moment. So I thought, you know, a couple of days ago, I was like, you know, I'm going to be at Coachella. It's going to be in the middle of the desert, pretty much in California. Like, am I getting on Marvel Contest of Champions? Like, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm going to be there like Thursday till Monday morning. Like, there's going to be absolutely no way to connect to the internet, probably, or if I am, it's going to be the worst possible connection, and like just screw doing like map 5 Sentinels and one day of map 6 as well. And also keeping up an alliance war while I'm on like a really, really heavy session. Like, I'm not about that life at all, ladies and gentlemen. So I contacted my boy Squint. I was like, Squint, mate, I'm going to be out. I'm going to be out. And I did have like a few friends like come forward and they're like, you know, I know you're going to be away. Like, you know, I can cover your account if needed. But I was like, you know, in terms of my personal account sharing principles, I was like, this is just a little bit too far. It's going to be way too long. It's going to be multiple days. It's going to be like, you know, 5 days that I'd probably need playing for, and that's just not what I'm comfortable with at all. I think if I'm going away for that amount of time, it's just a better idea for me to drop out of the alliance. So yeah, I made that decision. I think it was the right one. And, you know, my policy in terms of account sharing, my personal policy in terms of what I think is acceptable and what I think is pretty fucking lame. So I think stuff that is acceptable, just to line it out clearly, is just when you want kind of a night off, just to go out and have a really good time. This could be for something like an anniversary, a wedding, a friend's birthday party, like drinks out with the lads, like a good night out on the weekend. I think scenarios like that, just where you want to just escape from Marvel Contest of Champions and just have like a really good time and focus on enjoying yourself out, then that is like an acceptable, you know, temporary circumstance to, you know, maybe sort somebody's moves in AQ just so that they can have the evening off. However, you know, doing stuff like, you know, one person running the account of everybody else in the alliance for alliance war, people, 2 or 3 people like playing the same account to grind like 72 hours non-stop for arena champions, people like account sharing to use mods to, you know, one-shot stuff in Labyrinth of Legends, or people just generally paying for somebody else to do like a really big achievement for them in the game. I think that stuff is all pretty fucking lame and not really needed. I think there's like much more of a sense of achievement and enjoyment if you actually, you know, overcome the challenges, you play it for yourself. So that's kind of my personal stance on like account sharing in Marvel Contest of Champions. Just to, you know, very, very clearly outline it. I think like the one-off occasional go out and have a good time is alright, but then if you know, relying on somebody else to play your account full-time for you, then like, why even playing the game, mate? Like, what's the point in it? What's the point in it? But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's just my personal philosophy and stance on that. But I know, like, when it comes to account sharing, like, opinions differ greatly, and there's certainly like a lot up for debate there. But I think with the way that Marvel Contest of Champions is set up, it's a very, very demanding game. You know, it demands a lot of your time. At least 5 out of 8 days, 5 out of every 8 days are tied down to some very vigorous AQ moves, especially if you're doing quite a lot of map 5, map 6, and especially with Alliance War, man, a lot of pressure to be active pretty much, you know, every what is it, 24 hours to 48 hours, doing a lot of communication, a lot of moves there, and there's always so much additional stuff going on. So this game, you know, it really does weigh down on you, but it's always good to get away from it and just have a little bit of a break, just enjoy life outside of it, where you don't have to be looking at your phone, you know, spamming people online chat, get your fucking node down in AQ, you pleb, every 5 minutes so I can go to bed. That's definitely conversation that comes up quite a bit, but it's all fun. It's all fun and games, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? We love being hooked to this mobile game almost 24 hours of the day. It's all of the enjoyment. But anyway, I'm super excited to have a week away with my boys just in California. Yeah, getting drunk at Coachella, having a good time, busting out some of the legendary dance moves as well. If you see me at Coachella, you are going to learn some moves you ain't never seen before, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Going to be a very, very fun time. Looking forward to it. But ladies and gentlemen, there are going to be a couple more videos out today. I want to get a few more things out before I get my flight tomorrow morning. But hopefully, you know, just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update of where I'm going to be, and also the lack of videos pretty much until probably next Wednesday, next Thursday, after anything that is released today. Your man is just having a week off. Like the California tour, that was like a mixture of business and pleasure. It was so much fun, but now we're just having a week away just to unplug, get away from everything, and just have a really good time. And then we're going to come back, we're going to hit the Marvel Contest of Champions content hard, the Marvel Strike Force content hard, and I think there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about depending on the situation of various issues when I get back. Because I have really wanted to talk about a lot of the big MCOC issues at the moment, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff piling up that's making people a lot more dissatisfied with the game, a lot more stressed. I think Kabam's communication is at like an all-time like non-existent. It's just absolutely terrible at the moment. They're not responding to any of the key concerns, feedback, or addressing it in any way that is engaging, and any way that I've seen like proper issues responded to is just like, you know, copy and paste templates on Twitter or Facebook. It's just a bunch of rubbish, mate. They really need to sort their stuff out. And I wanted to, you know, there's been a part of me that over the last few days I've wanted to kind of engage and kind of rally up a bit of a movement with an objective. But I need to, you know, I thought I don't really want to start anything when I'm going to be unplugged for a week after, because, you know, if I started something like, you know, today or like a couple of days ago, like, I'm not really going to be able to finish it. I'm not going to be able to follow it up. There's just going to be radio silence from me for a week. So my kind of stance at the moment is I'm waiting until I get back from Coachella. I'm going to see where the game's at, and then I really want to make some videos depending on where the game is at when I'm back, which hopefully, fingers crossed, ideal scenario, it's all going to be better. They're going to be addressing a lot of the core problems. They're going to be communicating more effectively, but my theory is it's probably only going to be worse when we get back from Coachella. But who knows, ladies and gentlemen, who knows? But we'll see what happens when we get back from the festival, and what we'll need to talk about and potentially, you know, discuss, because I think there's so much stuff that isn't really properly being talked about in the Marvel Contest of Champions community that would be great to just sit down and hammer out, man. Get some opinion pieces, get some thought pieces out there, have those attacked by people that don't agree with me. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's the internet. Everybody has an opinion, and it's all slightly different to everybody else's, and that's okay. That's a fun time. Just want to round off this video by thanking you all so much for your support over the last almost 2 years now, ladies and gentlemen. We have grown this channel to a phenomenal level, living my best life out here, all thanks to the support of like thousands and thousands of amazing people in the Marvel Contest of Champions community. So I love you, appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.